What's happening, guys? Coach K here, and today I'm going to tell you 3 steps, 3 tips to succeed at anything you're going to put your mind to in 2016. 2015 might not have been your year. You might have made some New Year's resolutions in January and fallen off the wagon by February, March, but that is okay. These 3 steps will help you get there all the way to the finish line and make 2016 the year that you get it done. I know what it's like to not do these things because I've failed not doing these things a lot before. Those of you who know my story, you know that I've fallen off the wagon more times than I can count, and it's because I didn't have these 3 things set in stone. These three things, controlling the path to my goal. So, tip number 1 to succeed in 2016, have a big why. What do I mean by that? You can really apply this to any situation, but I'm going to talk about losing weight, shedding some body fat, because that's what I like to do, and that's what I'm passionate about. So, big why. I say, why do you want to lose weight? And you say, because I want to look good. I'm going to say, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. Dig deeper. Why do you want to lose weight? So I can look good. Why? So I can feel better about myself and be more confident. Way better why. Way bigger why than, hey, I just want to lose weight. That's what I want to do. That's my goal. You got to have a bigger why. And you want to lose weight so you can feel better and be more confident. Great. Make it something big. Or, hey, I want to lose weight. Why? So I can have fun, hang out with my family, and do fun activities with them. Great. Way better why. A lot of times we stop one question too short of, I want to lose weight. Why? Just keep digging deeper. Make it something big that's going to fill you up and take you through those times when motivation is just not going to be there. Because really, that's why people fall off the wagon. It's because motivation, it will get you going. It will get you going in the beginning, but it's going to leave you. I promise it will leave you. Motivation eludes me all the time. A lot of days I don't feel like getting up early and going to work out in the gym. I just don't. I don't feel like putting in, P90X and doing core synergistics or whatever it is, because it's freaking hard. I have zero motivation to get that done a lot of times. But I got to go back to what my big why is. My big why is so that I can be more confident in myself, because I know what it's like to have zero confidence and to be rock bottom and shy away from people because I'm just not comfortable with who I am. So my why is big enough that, I want to have confidence around people. I want to be able to do fun things with my family. I want to set a good example. Those are my whys for getting up and doing this every single day. Eating for my goals and doing, doing all of this, everything that I've done over the past 3 years. All stems back to this. It all began with, I want to lose weight. But why? Because I was not comfortable with myself, and I wanted to be comfortable with myself and become an outgoing person, because that's what I used to be. So, find yourself a big why. Ask one more time, why? Once you think you found your why, ask why again. And if you can dig deeper, just make it something big and post it somewhere where you're going to see it every single day, to remind yourself every single day why you are doing this. So that's step number 1. Step number 2, strategize. What do I mean by that? Strategize, I mean make a plan. Sure, your why is a great starting point. You can't begin this entire transformation without having a huge why. But unless you have a plan to get there, the chances of you falling off the wagon are extremely high. Really, really high. I've fallen off the wagon a ton. And it's because I didn't strategize. I didn't have a plan. It's be like, oh, what am I going to do today? Maybe I'll throw in P90X. Maybe I'll do T25. All these maybes. If you don't have a set plan, if you don't have a set strategy, it's just not going to happen. We want to set ourselves up for success and the highest success possible. So for that, I say, make a plan, have a strategy, do whatever you're going to do. In January, we're starting a Hammer and Chisel Challenge group. That's the strategy for everybody in the group. That's the plan, is for everybody to follow that for 60 whole days until we finish that thing. And part of the strategizing part is to get into a group with like-minded people. Get into a group where everybody's trying to head into the same direction. Everybody has the same plan. Everybody has the same strategy. Sure, our goals might be different, but the strategy and the plan is the same. We have a lot of fitness accountability groups. We have small ones, we have large ones. So whatever it is, and you need to plug into one of those, let me know. And we will get you there. It's really, really an important part of strategy is to get into a group of like-minded people, get into an accountability group that's going to push you there, that's going to say, hey man, why didn't you show up today? Hey man, how are you doing? And you know what? It's great because you can do the same thing to other people, and you really don't know how much it means for somebody to say, "Hey, good job, man." Somebody you don't even know that says, "Hey, man, you're doing awesome." So hey, make a plan and plug in. Step 3: execute. Your plan is no good, absolutely no good. It can be the most detailed, most laid out. You've got your meals planned out for the next 6 months, can be the greatest thing in the world, but if you don't execute, it's meaningless. If you don't log your calories when you say you're going to, it's meaningless. If that handful of chips doesn't matter, I'm not going to log it so I can feel better about myself, plan's meaningless because you're not executing to the highest level possible. So this is really the most important step, is finding your why, making a plan. But then if you don't do this, all of this is garbage. All of this means absolutely jack unless you execute it. And the great part about executing the plan is if you do number 2 and you're in a group. Honestly, that's the best way I found to execute, is to have people there that are going to say, hey, where are you at today? Hey man, hadn't seen you here in a while, hadn't seen you check in a while, how are you doing? That is the best. So anyways, these are the 3 tips to succeed in 2016. I don't care what your goal is. It can be to lose 50 pounds. It can be to gain 5 pounds of muscle. It can be to shave minutes off of your mile. It can be to bench press 250 pounds. Whatever it is, I don't care what your goal is. These 3 tips will help you get there. So find a big why, make a plan, and execute that plan, and let's get it done. If you need help with any of this, don't hesitate to ask me questions. That's what I'm here for, and let's get it. Make 2016 your year, the year you're going to get it done, the year you're not going to fall off the wagon by February and March, and the year you're going to get the absolute best results possible. All right, guys, we will see you later.